Assalamualaikum and welcome to our discussion. We are from Group 2. In this video, we will look through the analysis of Zakat on agriculture, livestock, gold, investment, honey and animal product based on fiqh al-Zakat by Yusuf al-Qaradawi. Let us proceed with the video. As we all know, Zakat is one of the obligations that is imposed to all Muslims who are qualified in all the conditions that have been fixed. In this case, Zakat will be the focus of the discussion. Since the era of Prophet Muhammad, economy has been an important aspect that helps the community or society to live in harmony and peace. Wealth and assets are utilized for the benefits of people, such as investing their money to gain profits. However, Islam had mentioned that all types of wealth that are zakatable should be paid because it can help to alleviate poverty, support the unprivileged, and foster a sense of solidarity. Hence, zakat is important as a tool that will bring the economy and social aspect into stability.
Let's we dive into the zakat on agriculture. Allah provide land and natural resources that beneficial for us in many ways. So the way we express the gratitude is by paying ushur or zakat. This is support through Quran in Surah Baqarah. You who believe, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, anfiku min tayyibati, give of the good things which you have earned. Ma kasabtum wa akhrajna lakum minal ard, and of the fruits of the earth which we have produced for you. So what is zakatable agricultural products? As you can see, there are four views from scholar about this, which are firstly only on four food items, which is viewed from some early scholars. Next, from Imam Malik and Shafi'i, which impose zakah on edible preservable items only, while Imam Ahmad viewed that only non-perishable crops that can be dried and measured. And lastly, a view that anything that stems from the soil is zakatable. Nisab or the minimum amount of wealth required for the zakat is 5 also. So, according to Dr. Yusuf Qaradawi, the nisab is equal to 652.8 kilograms. However, the appropriate nisab rate that is applied in Malaysia is 363 gantang, which equivalent to 1,306 kg. However, nisab for crops that are not measured by capacity such as saffron and cotton cannot be measured by traditional capacity measures. So, scholars have proposed various methods as you can see in the slide. One of it is by Abu Yusuf, suggests using the value of a nisab of the cheapest like grain and barley as the criteria for zakatability. Now let's hop into the ratios of zakah. Here I want to emphasize crops watered sometimes at cost and sometimes without cost method. Firstly, half and half watering, which is when crops are irrigated by both natural resources and manual labor equally throughout the year. So the zakat rate is 7.5%. Second, by majority based rate, which is when crops are predominantly irrigated using one method. So 5% for manual labor and 10% for natural resources. And lastly, uncertainty, which is when the ratio of different irrigation methods is unknown. So the rate is 10%. If you want to know more about zakat on agriculture, you may look into my other two slides. That's all from me. Thank you.
Right now, I will explain about zakat on livestock. This zakatable wealth is imposed on al-an'am animal, which are cows, camel, sheep, and others. According to Fiqh al-Zakah written by Yusuf al-Qaradawi, there are few important issues that are being discussed. Firstly, the conditions that obligate the people to pay zakat on livestock. There are few elements that are needed which are fulfilling the nisab and how the animal should not be working animal and it should be pasteurized naturally. In the pasteurized conditions, Yusuf Qaradawi stated that pasturing means breeding the animals for the purpose of growth, reproduction, and milking. Thus, if it is made for the purpose of personal riding or eating, these animals are not zakatable. The reason is in accordance with the verse when they ask you what to spend, say the surplus. This can only be fulfilled if the animals pastured cost-free, since artificially fed animals have high costs, which makes it hard for people to give them away as zakat. Next, we should talk on the nisab that obligates people to pay zakat on livestock. For cows, it started at 30 cows, which is the popular opinion of scholars, and with increment of 10 cows, the zakat amount also increased accordingly. For camels, a person needs to pay zakat if he owns 5 camels or above. This is the unanimous agreement of Muslims, as well as several correct sayings of the Messenger of God and reports from his companions indicate nisab of camels and the race of nisab on them. For sheep, it started at 40 sheep and as follows. For all the details, you can look to the table as follows. Lastly, another issue that is raised by Yusuf Qardawi is the conditions of animals given as zakah. In livestock zakah, the person may choose to pay in form of animals. There are few conditions which binds them. Among them are free of defects and damage, specification of the animal sex, and age requirement. The zakat collector should not take the best or the worst in quality, but the average of the animals owned.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad and Kamal, and my text number is 2023-18575. I'll continue with Zakat Goal. First, we go to the introduction of Zakat Goal. What is Zakat Goal? Zakat Goal is one of the type of Zakat. Zakat is a pillar of Islam, whereby we all need to pay 2.5% of our total savings and wealth. The compulsory Zakat payment includes Zakat on gold. Therefore, the Zakat you need to pay on the gold you own is about 2.5% of its value. The next one, I will continue with the things related to zakat gold. First, for the zakat on gold. Zakat on gold is obligatory to fulfill for any gold in your possession if they have met the corresponding nisab or huruf and completed the haul period. This means zakat on gold becomes obligatory when you possess a certain amount of gold known as nisab, which is the minimum threshold for wealth subject to zakat. Next, we go to nisab. For gold, there is only nisab and haul that is required to do a zakat. The zakat rate for gold is about 2.5% of the total gold value. This equates to about 23,035 ringgit in the second half of 2023. As a result, if the gold used or held is worth less than 23,035 ringgit, there is no zakat is due on it. The next one, I will continue with the facts about gold in zakat. The gold considered in determining the zakat threshold is about 24 carats. Why is it 24? It is because if it is 21 or below than 24, like 18 and others, it is considered as not pure. Only 24 karat gold is pure gold. Usually, this physical gold takes the form of coins but cannot be used like normal currency. Waters, bars, and sometimes it will come in a certain form or special events. Next, I will continue with the calculator of zakat on gold. Firstly, based on the scholars of old generations, they have been discussing about the goal and how it's been calculated for the zakat. So there is the nisab that have made an issue for them, and it is not agreed upon anonymously. Based on that, the great majority of scholars finally find the answer, and then they give the opinion that the nisab on gold, based on the old generations, is about 20 dinars. The next one, for the modern calculation of the zakat, there are few steps that we need to follow. So based on the calculator for the zakat on gold, for the modern calculation, there are the few steps that we need to follow to calculate gold based on zakat. Firstly, we need to find the nisab. So to find the nisab, you need to know which country is it and the year of the nisab that is being made. So if it's in Malaysia, you need to. So if it's in Malaysia, it is about 254 ringgit 45 cent per gram. If it's in 2023.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Saiful bin Nizam. Today, I will explain to you about what is zakat investment. Okay, zakat investments involve investing one wealth in Sharia compliant instruments while ensuring that zakat obligations are fulfilled. This means avoiding investments that involve prohibited activities such as interest, gambling, or speculation. Instead, it focuses on investments that adhere to Islamic principles of fairness, transparency, and social responsibility. In terms of economics, shares and investments means the legal capital of the company contributed by the owner. Shares are money invested into a company or business. For share certificates in the company listed on the stock market, examples, Bursa Malaysia, REITs, and also Islamic mutual funds, it's easy to turn into cash compared to shares in an unlisted company or in a cooperative. Zakat investments provide a means for Muslims to fulfill their religious obligation while aligning their investment with Islamic principle. By investing in Sharia-compliant assets, individual can contribute to a prosperous and ethical financial system while also seeking halal return. We go to the next slide is about the types of zakat investment. So, stocks and shares, Islamic stocks and shares. Stocks and shares in the companies that operate in accordance with Islamic principles. This could include companies involved in halal productions, Islamic banking, or ethical manufacturing. The benefit is diversification opportunities. Sharia compliant stocks offer a range of investment opportunities across various industries and sectors, providing potential for diversifications and growth. So, the second Islamic investment is Islamic mutual funds. These funds are managed by experts who adhere to Islamic principles and invest in a diversified portfolio of halal assets. They are structured to avoid activities that are prohibited under Islamic law, such as riba, warar, and speculations. The benefit for this investment is potential for long-term growth. Islamic mutual funds can offer the potential for long-term growth similar to conventional mutual funds. And the last types of investment is Islamic REITs. Islamic REITs are similar to traditional REITs, but they invest in Sharia-compliant properties. These properties may include residential, commercial, or industrial properties. Islamic REITs can offer investors a way to gain exposure to the real estate market while also earning a halal income. Okay, we go to the next slide is the calculation of zakat investments. So the formula for calculate the zakat investment is the investment value at the end of howl will plus with the profit that we get, and after that, we must multiply by 2.5%. So how much we want to pay the zakat investment is will according to the total value when have achieved the nisabs, and also how much must we pay is within using the zakat rates is the percentage of zakat to be paid typically is 2.5%, and also we must complete the howl. So for examples, if the total value of the investment is 10,000, the nisab is 2,000, the zakat rate is 2.5%, and the investment has been held for one full lunar years, then the zakat payable will be 250. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Zakat honey, an animal product. Basically, honey is one of the goods that bestowed by God to humanity as food, as medicine, and as sweet. Allah mentions it as a sign of His grace to human beings in a surah that named after the beast, which is Surah An-Nahl. That zakah is obligatory on honey. Okay, in this section, there is khilaf between the jurists, whereas there are two different opinions. So for the first one, zakat is obligatory on honey. This is the opinion of Hanafiyah, Hanabilah, and Qawl Qadim of Mazhab Shafi'i. In the book Al-Masail Al-Mustajidah, it is mentioned and stated that zakat is obligatory on honey. This is what was decided by Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, who ordered that 10% of the value of honey is to be removed. As Trump said, Imam Ahmad was asked about the honey zakat. He answered, yes, indeed, it was done by Umar and he collected zakah on honey. Then, the second opinion of the obligatory of zakat on honey is honey is not subject to zakat. This opinion comes from Imam Malik, Imam Mazhab Shafi'i, Ibn Abi Layla, Al-Hasan bin Saleh, and Ibn Munzir. The reason from this second view is that honey is a liquid that comes out of animals, and it is the same as animal milk. Ibn Munzir stated that there is no consistent hadith or ijma that indicates the obligation of zakat on honey. So next, the ratio and nisab of zakat on honey. All those who obligate the zakat on honey agree that the ratio is at 10% based on the text reported on the issue and in analogy to fruits and grains. So as for the nisab, there are no reports regarding to the nisab on honey. Abu Hanifah argues that there is no nisab on honey with grains and fruits, but according to Pejabat Mufti Wilayah Persekutuan, the nisab for honey is for about 75 kg animal products. So there are no specific result and reports. One can derive an answer to the question of the zakatability of these products from the reasons cited by the jurists to establish zakah on honey and to exempt the milk of pastured animals from zakat. The main reason cited is that the source of the milk, livestock, is zakatable, while the source of honey is not. So this implies that all products whose source are not zakatable are themselves zakatable. Therefore, milk and other products of non-zakatable fed livestock are zakatable, like honey. In a nutshell, zakat is the third pillar of Islam and one of the most important Islamic obligations. It is a compulsory form of charity to pay on certain assets such as wealth, livestock, and crops. Zakat is a way for Muslims to purify their wealth and help those in need. It is also a way to promote social justice and economic equality. That's all from me. Thank you.